I'm here in the middle of nowhere. There is no
Hello and welcome to a
there,
Saturday
it's
afternoon
cold there,
chat.
but I'm safe.
Alright, I was not going to cover this because it's disgusting, but at the same time, I've covered the Duggars so much in past years. I mean, I was looking back at videos and I defended Josh Duggar like 5 years ago in this channel, so I'm sure you've heard the news by now, but if you've been hiding underneath a rock, Josh Duggar was arrested, indicted on child pornography charges. Duggar allegedly downloaded material that depicted the sexual abuse of children under the age of 12, the U.S. Attorney's Office said in a statement. Duggar allegedly possessed the material in May 2019. So when we're going back, that 2 years ago? The Duggar, the oldest son of Michelle and Jim Bob, whose family was the subject of TLC show's 19 Kids and Counting, faces 2 charges, the indictment shows. 1 count of receipt of child porn and 1 count of possession of child porn. He faces up to 20 years in prison and fines of up to $250,000 if convicted. Duggar was arrested in Arkansas Thursday. He's set to appear in court on May 5th for his detention hearing. This is not Duggar's first time making, yeah, exactly. TLC canceled the reality television show in 2015 after reports surfaced that Duggar allegedly molested girls when he was a teenager, yada yada. We all remember that. But isn't there still Duggar, we're still hearing about the rest of the family. Well, guess what? Jacob Roloff, of all people, I've given my thoughts on him in the past. Simply put, well said, Jacob and Isabel Roloff. So very well said, indeed. Even if you are not a regular celebrity gossip follower, you've likely heard by now Josh Duggar was arrested. Due to the infamy of his family and heinous nature of the alleged crimes, the story has gone national with outlets such as CNN reporting on Duggar's alleged misdeeds. Wow, we're just going on and on and on. This article is just... wow. Okay, for Jacob and Isabel Roloff, however, 2 people who experience with this cable network, such a statement was a giant crock of BS. Basically, they're referring to when TLC originally canceled the show from prior allegations against Josh Duggar, and he has not appeared on the air since. Both half of the couple shared social media posts that slammed TLC for acting as if it had nothing to do with the Duggars anymore. Jacob and Isabel, for example, each reposted a message that included the new press release about Duggar. And here it is. Josh Duggar was arrested for receipt and possession of material depicting the sexual abuse of children. Stunningly, it appears that praying away pedophilia doesn't work, and okay. The release said he's been accused of receiving... Yeah. Okay, so this article really doesn't... But basically, they're like saying, oh, hell no. Because if you remember, though, Jacob Roloff was like, screw you, Mom and Dad, I'm not on your TV show anymore. Ew. Why? I don't even know why I went into that, but don't worry. We have much more better things. We're going to keep an eye on this story, but you're probably not going to hear much more about it from me because it's just disgusting. And I've stood up for that guy in the past, but dude... Mama June talks with Andy Cohen about reality TV regrets, recovery, and starring in a porn. If this isn't a total way to flip it to a 360, I don't know what is. The reality TV star who first rose to fame as Honey Boo Boo's mom on Toddlers and Tiaras says she still loves Gino. Hilariously had no idea who Andy Cohen was. I'm going to be real with you. I had to YouTube you because I didn't know who you was, Mama June told Andy Cohen. Well, let's get to the juicy part. We know about the addiction, the $1 million addiction. Where's the porn? Where's the porn? Hold on, I gotta find the porn in this article. I can't read it fast enough for you all. I probably should have pre-read this one. And while speaking of having no regret that she would never do pornography, well, at least until she shed 60 pounds, says she's gained during the quarantine. Or was it a joke? Oh, okay, so, we might not ever get our Mama June porn. I mean, I don't know if there's anyone out there who's looking for that. My dad probably does, because my dad loves Mama June, but... Caitlyn Jenner's recall campaign goes silent in the first week. Caitlyn Jenner launched her gubernatorial campaign a week ago with a media splash that teased the audacious promise of shaking up state politics and delivering big trouble to California Governor Gavin Newsom. Since then, it's been crickets. The reality TV star and transgender activist hasn't made a single TV appearance. She hasn't held a press conference or social media event. No rollout of key Republican endorsements. She doesn't have an issues page on her website, but offers ways to donate and buy Caitlyn for California merchandise, as she should. Those are the important things. If she doesn't come out and say something within the next several days, I think everyone moves on and says this is just some type of crank candidacy, said veteran GOP consultant Rob, who was a principal advisor to Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger during his successful 2003 recall bid. Jenner is an outsider now auditioning to run the largest state government in the country. You've got to give a speech, sit for interviews. That's because she's in Malibu with her gal pal, Sophia Hutchins. I couldn't remember that last week. You know, they're out there lesing it out. Lesing it. I can't even. Oh my gosh. This whole video is a train wreck hot mess. Yeah. So basically, that's really what we learned here today. That Mama June might do porn once she drops off the pounds again. Caitlyn, who knows what's going on with that? I mean, I think she needs to take it serious. But the thing that gets me, and hold on, you know, again, we don't do politics on the channel here, but there's an article from CNN of all places, you know, which is very Democrat, and she's running underneath the Republican ticket if she does. It's interesting. It's actually very interesting because, you know, transgender, LGBTQ, you know, that's on CNN, that's usually a pretty positive topic. So it's kind of interesting. I'm not going to go into this whole article, but they're actually kind of, it says give Caitlyn Jenner a chance, which is kind of interesting considering they're kind of going crossing party lines there. And it's just like, Caitlyn. Okay, well that's all I have to talk to you about today. Again, I wasn't even going to really make this video about Josh Duggar, but there you go. Basically, just wanted you to know that Jacob Roloff does not appreciate it, and Jacob Roloff doesn't appreciate many things. Until next time.
I have blocked your number from ever calling mine again, but in the future, you need to be more careful when you dial a number because you might be getting a wrong number.